and kind of knew that this guy was going to kind of leave New York and go back to his small town where he grew up and meet this antiquarian bookseller, and Rockford was kind of the perfect setting for that.
Aw, I can't wait to see it because I'm going to watch. I want to watch for Rockford exteriors.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, there you go. Well, Juddy, I've got a question for you. I was wondering, you're a writer, you're a director, a producer, and which aspect of that do you enjoy the most?
It's hard to say. I'm probably best at being a producer, just because I'm, very persistent and won't quit until it gets done. But I probably enjoy the writing and acting the most. I think that, the acting I've always loved. I grew up on the stage, and writing I kind of found out that I was decent at and just found a great way to express myself. But the one thing about writing I love the most is that I can always get up every day and write. And it's just, there's nothing stopping me from that. So, that's probably the one that I have that is my favorite.
Now, when you went into acting, if you want to tell us how you got started in acting, but how did you choose comedy even with writing it? Is it something that you chose, or did it choose you?
Comedy?
Mm-hmm.
I would say that I think that comedy, I think that comedy chose me. I think that, look, my father is one of the funniest guys I know, and he still is to this day, and he's always, got more jokes than anybody I know, and he's an entertainer, and I was around that, and I think that, I enjoy the aspect of entertaining and telling jokes and telling stories, and you see someone tell a story, and some of them work, some of them bomb, and it's no different than, making a film. It's just like, how do you hit the right note? How do you hit the right punchline, and so I think I learned that from him. And look, I've seen him tell a lot of jokes that either, don't work or offend people or are, incredibly funny. But everyone, whether my dad's ever offended anyone or done anything like that, everyone thinks he's a very, very funny guy. And it's just, you just have to, even with, telling a story or jokes or anything like that, you have to take a risk. And with comedy, it's just something that was really close to home.
Did you ever think about doing stand-up, or have you done it?
I thought about it. I swear, people used to, I thought about it. In college, I used to MC this special night at my fraternity, and people, you should do stand-up, you should do stand-up. Oh, my God, stand-up is so hard. I could never imagine doing it. It's just joke after joke after joke after joke after joke. It's just, I admire those guys. They can do stand-up. Robin Williams is my hero. I think he's the funniest guy out there. Not only that, he's a talented actor. Look, he's got the Oscar. He's got everything, and he's one hell of an entertainer. Yeah,
I love him.
Well, in terms of writing, and you've written the script for this movie, and it's just what I've seen in the trailer. I can't wait to see the whole movie. But are there other types of writing that you would embark on, or is it something that's just kind of born in you that just this is what comes out? In other words, is this just a particular style that you kind of stick with, or would you branch out and do other things?
I would definitely branch out, but I've branched out before. The hardest thing to do is to write something just because, for the sake of writing it, because you think it's going to be a big box office hit, or because, that genre of, thrillers or something like that or is the way to go because it's a big money maker. And you really will find that you're just, if it's not in your heart, you're going to fail. Your script is going to fail, and it's not going to be the best story. And for me, I've just learned that I have to write what's in my heart and kind of follow that. I definitely like comedies. I definitely like, heavy dramas. So I kind of have that. But at the end of the day, you have to write what's in your heart.
Oh, yeah, definitely. 'Cause that's where your passion, comes from anyway. So, and that's going to certainly resonate on a screen or on in a book or whatever you may be writing. It's certainly going to shine through.
Yeah, I remember Owen Wilson once said why he doesn't like writing because, after the 30th page or whatever, he just gets sick of the story already, where it's, as an actor, he can come in and do it and be done with it. But, that story just has to live in you. You have to be so passionate about it. You have to, that it's going to drive you through this whole process. And that it takes years.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Now, you worked with some phenomenal people on this script and the screenplay, and if you had the opportunity to be in a movie with anyone, who would you want it to be?
If I had the opportunity to be in a movie with anybody else, any actor or anything?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Probably, I mean, I guess I kind of want to be in a movie with Clint Eastwood, just because
yeah.
I mean, I just want to. I mean, he's one of the most classic actors, and now he's, one of the best directors of all time. He's an incredible storyteller. So, I mean, God, I'd just like to see him work and be around him and probably, talk to him and learn a heck of a lot.
Basically, pick his brain, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Until I freak him out and he's like, "Okay, kid, see you later."
Yeah. You know where the door is?
Yeah.
Oh, Dawn and I were also watching It's Not Me, It's You, and we were laughing really hard with that one. That was so good. I noticed that Carolyn Hennessy was in there, and I adore her. She's on General Hospital as well as many other shows that I've watched in movies. Did you get a lot of interaction with her off, the movie, the filming part?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Carolyn is she has the same agent as me, so I know her really well, and she's the best. She's a lot like Julie White, who we cast in the role of the mother in the film, who's fantastic as well. But yeah, Carolyn is so funny. I mean, her improv skills are unbelievable. Just with a look, I mean, with the smallest look, she'll just have you keel over. And it was great. Where I mean, she's done Cougar Town, and she's done True Blood now, and yeah. It was a great time working with her. And I talked to her forever. I mean, she's funny.
Yeah, she is. I mean, when I watch her on General Hospital, and what you were saying about just the littlest look, I mean, I crack up. She is hysterical, and you should see her in her little negligee thingies that she walks around in with sometimes on there. She's hot too.
yeah. She's a vixen. I mean, they didn't put her in Cougar Town for nothing.
Right. Now, what is your hidden talent that people would be surprised to hear about?
Oh boy, I guess my hidden talent, or at least something that I love doing this kind of, is I just fly fishing. I'm just an avid fly fisherman. I loved going to Montana and Wyoming and fishing just some really good streams, dry fly. So it's great. I do it every summer.
That comes from your Rockford summers, doesn't it?
Well, you know what? It more comes from I don't know. My grandfather was an avid fly fisherman and used to take us, his sons and grandsons, all over to fish some of the greatest streams in the United States and in Canada, and so we just kind of always had that, guys trip, and we got to go out and talk about pearls and fly fish and say things that you're not allowed to say in public.
I'd like to stick a mic somewhere and hear one of those conversations.
Yeah, I know. You probably wouldn't go see my movie anymore.
No. Well, speaking of movies, if one was made of your life, who would you have play yourself?
Oh, who's the most neurotic actor? Man, who would play me? God, that's a tough one. Justin Bieber. Justin Bieber in his first feature film, big breakout role. He'll play the life of Juddy Talt.
Well, that would be a success with all those teeny boppers out there.
Yeah, exactly.
So I think you might have chosen the right one.
No, I don't know. I mean, that's a tough one. I don't know who would play me. I mean, I don't know.
Well, if Juddy Talt today could meet 16-year-old Juddy Talt, what advice would you give to him?
Oh, just give up now. Just run away. Stop. Don't talk to that girl. She'll break your heart.
Yeah, I was going to say, it'll have to be centered around the whole broken heart thing.
No, I think I would look at him and say that that you just keep following your heart, because you're going to get things that you are dreaming of doing now, and it'll come. It'll come. Just be patient.
Mhm.
If you build it, they will come. Isn't that how that goes?
That's right. Yep. Build a dream.
So very true.
What was the last song you sang in the shower?
Why do you build me up, buttercup baby? Just to let me down, knock me around, and worst of all, I can't sing, but that's what I sing in the shower.
Was this in the shower, or was this in the shower in the movie? Because that kind of fits the movie too.
No, it's in my own shower.
Well, if you could relive 30 minutes of your life, what would it be? It'd probably be right after college, I went to Europe, and it would probably be walking around the streets of East Berlin with a good buddy of mine, and I think we had a couple beers in our hands, and we were just walking around and taking it in. I mean, I don't think I've ever been happier than that moment right there. I was just free. I was, traveling, and I didn't have a care in the world, and I didn't know where my next destination was. We were just going to hop on a train and see where we go, and that's probably that 30 minutes right there. And that being a vagabond.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, now this is your movie's getting ready to come out in theaters, and are you working on anything new? Now that you've officially got this project finished, what's next for Juddy Talt?
Well, actually, yeah, I just shot a television pilot that I wrote and produced, and they're doing the sound mix for that now, and we should have that ready to kind of pitch the networks in about a month. I have another script that I'm just finishing that I would like to make again, like language, but I think I'm going to try to hopefully get a little more money and probably cast someone other than myself, which would probably be better for the film. And those are kind of the two things that are driving me right now.
Awesome. So the release date of your movie is March the 8th, is that correct? And it's going to premiere in New York City.
New York City.
And is there any chance that this will be nationwide? Because I'm in North Carolina. I would love to go up to New York on March the 8th and catch the premiere, but gosh, I really want to see this movie. The trailer is just phenomenal.
Yeah, I think that, there's definitely there's a good chance. Look, there's a very small film. The fact that we're in Regal, they're kind of taking a chance on us, and as long as we do well in New York and Austin and L.A., they'll spread it out and roll it out, and there's hopefully to every city in the United States. So we'll see.
Well, we'll start a petition now.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Good.
Yeah, for real.
Say for us non-travelers, we want it here. She's in North Carolina, I'm in Chicago. Those are big states. Bring it on.
Yeah, exactly.
No, we'll come to you. We will come to you. Don't you worry.
Oh, good. And we have a lot of listeners that have just heard that, so can't back down now.
Yeah, there you go.
I have to send them all screeners. Great.
Yeah. What about social media? Are you ever going to get on Twitter?
I'm not on Twitter, am I?
No, you're not.
No, I need to get on Twitter. I'll do that. Once we hang up, I'll activate the account. Is that what I do? I activate an account?
Yes.
Okay,
yeah.
I'll do it. I promise.
And then you follow at Take Two Radio with the number 2.
Okay, good.
So that way, and then I'll follow you back, and then I'll get you followers, and then you'll be happy, and then you'll be addicted to social media and Twitter, and that's all you'll be doing. You can even make a movie out of that.
Okay, good. Yeah, I will. I probably will.
He'll write in there that darn Pam got me started on it.
I know, really.
Yeah.
Or he might be cursing us in the shower instead of singing.
Pam ruined my life.
That's right. We did you in there in that way.
Yeah. Well, anybody that wants to learn more about the movie Language of a Broken Heart and watch the trailer, you can go to the website languageofabrokenheart.com. And once Juddy gets on Twitter, you can follow him there and let him know what you think of the movie, if you